Bora lá, rapaziada, bora curtir aqui o novo trailer da PlayStation BR de God of War.
Lead a team of fantastic and brilliant concept artists, and our role is to create the characters that you see in the game. That's everything from the main hero cast you see to the creatures, the gods, and monsters that you come across. The hope is that we get something that feels unique and stands up to the history and the legacy of what the God of War franchise has always done. I feel like from the first games, that was a similar approach that they were doing, and that's not always easy.
Bora! Chegando! Bom, galera, isso aqui é sobre as criaturas e os personagens do jogo, tá?
You are director for God of War Ragnarök.
Hi, my name is Marissa Cobbert.
Oi,
I'm
Marissa.
a character technical artist.
Hi, my name is Angela Rico, and I am a senior character artist in God of War Ragnarök.
Hi, I'm Della Longfish, and I am the lead of the character concept team at Santa Monica Studio.
Tu é pica. E a Sindri.
All yarns me that happened to him.
As a character technical artist here at SMS, I rig most of the characters and props that you see throughout the world.
As character artists, our job is to create 3D assets based on the beautiful concept art provided to us. We do this by making sure that the silhouettes on the models and the textures and materials stand out instantaneously. So when you see our characters on the screen, we want you to almost like them immediately.
Olha isso aqui, velho. Tipo, Brock e Sindri, olha, cara.
Or have a connection to them to some extent before even interacting with them.
As art director, I get the chance to collaborate with all the departments in the studio, from narrative to viz dev, because we want to make sure the factions feel
Caraca, olha esse cenário aqui, mano. Que coisa mais linda e maravilhosa.
correct, all the races belong to where they're supposed to be. Like,
Olha só o que a gente viu ali, galera. Eu não sei se vocês viram também. Olha aqui, Corvinho de Odin, né?
like all the realms
Olha isso aqui. Ah, velho. Nossa, velho, isso aqui vai estar fantástico demais.
have very specific characteristics about them to make sure it all fits within the God of War universe.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
In the God of War 2018, we saw Brock and Sindri, and that was the tip of the iceberg of the Huldra. And in God of War Ragnarok, we actually get to go and visit Svartalfheim, where they're from, and a great part of that, too.
Caramba, mano, que cenário bonito, né, gente? Tá muito bem ambientado, bem movimentado, digamos assim, em relação à textura, cores, né? Tá muito vivo, tá muito bom.
We want to make sure that we
Olha os telhadinhos, mano, os detalhes, isso é louco.
past, you know, we've just seen a little bit of what was represented, and that was something that we hadn't seen.
Svartalfheim is a beautiful place. There's a lot of different biomes. You go from wetlands to mountain springs, and took a lot of inspiration from hot springs, from
Fontes
the minerals
termais.
you find, a lot of colorful minerals, a lot of resources. So the dwarves being the race.
É o que eu acabei de falar, ficou muito vivo, mano. Tá muito bom.
So you see their influence
Tá muito bom mesmo.
on every corner.
It's a realm where you're going to find a lot of other environments. There's quarries. It's a very industrial city. It's very organized, and you can see all the dwarves putting all the work into creating this great city where they live in.
Knowing that they're blacksmiths, that was kind of reflected within their clothing, and you see that within the houses and every inch. We want to make sure that both the environments and characters had a cohesive
A pedrinha de cura. Caramba, o Atreus tá mó grandão mesmo, né, velho?
that felt like every inch of it felt like it went together and was designed specifically
Eu sinto que o Kratos tá mais forte, né? Mais tanque.
by them. And again, that's something that we haven't seen
mais-
in some of the other realms, and is unique to these characters and their location. And the hope, it all goes together and creates a feeling within a realm that you're excited to see, feels unique, and really creates that sense of wonder where you want to go back.
Ah, mano. Olha o pedacinho de gameplay.
When designing a character to match the geography around it, first it's definitely dictated
Nossa.
by the biz dev team and the narrative team and the story team. They make sure
Mano, sério, a coloração desse jogo é maravilhosa, gente.
the
Tipo, esse tipo de coloração é o tipo de coloração que eu gosto bastante. Eu não sei se vocês perceberam na minha câmera, mas eu gosto bastante dessa parte que entra o pouca saturação e o vermelho se destaca, sabe?
character
Tipo, cores mais fortes, assim, mais vivas, que nem aqui. O cenário é meio acinzentado, com os detalhes verdes e o vermelho bem destacados. Eu acho muito foda
is
isso.
designed for features that fit in with what they need.
When designing the Grims, we took a lot of inspiration from the environment. So we took a lot of inspiration from lizards, creatures that kind of belong to that environment.
Olha os largatos,
Big
mano.
claws,
Da hora.
small critters to the big ones, and really building up that race, making sure they kind of belong and that realm felt lived in, and that ecosystem felt like very diverse.
Muito bom.
Making sure that it feels natural and believable is a big part that goes into the design elements. So our artist Stephen Oakley pulled a lot from the environment concepts that Luke Berliner and his team were doing and pulled a lot of those into actually the skin texture, even the bulk and
Pô, esse personagem ficou animal, velho.
So it really does feel like not only
Ficou bom de verdade.
but you're able to see them and they stand out for the combat experiences with the character.
Olha, ficou muito bonito, velho. Vamos ver. Olha o rosto dele, como ficou top. O olho verde. Nossa, tá muito da hora. Muito foda.
Character design is all about storytelling. In the example of Durling, his design was really
Ah,
tailored
com
to
certeza.
convey some personality. He's a bookkeeper from Svartalheim, and because his job demands, he's very organized, he's very rigid, and he's a very play by the rules kind of guy. But then in contrast, you have his
Cada personagem tem
So when
sua
we
característica.
see Durling connect with his pet, we see that he's not all just this rigid librarian guy, but that he's got a softer side to him.
I do believe
Duas personalidades, da hora.
what we do, even in the tech side of things. I mean, we work to make
Esse
these
personagem
characters
ficou muito bom, velho.
story, and we can also kind of put those features and traits on our
Olha isso, velho. Essa daí ficou muito show, velho.
Ragnarok. War is coming.
Svartalheim, the dwarves, working with
O
different.
jeito que o... Mano,
realms, so
ele nasceu ali como se fosse aquele negócio do Thor lá, né? Como é que fala, mano? Eu esqueci aquela luz que o Thor chama lá. Ah, a Bifrost, né? É Bifrost? Não sei, não lembro, galera. Mas é praticamente isso. Ele nasce da luz ali, ó. Tipo, ele vem lá e já vem pra cima, já brabo.
The dwarves, working with different races from different realms, so definitely seeing Ragnarok and the impact of that into the realm, it puts them into this position that's very interesting to see which side they take and things that they're building. So as you go through the level, you find out a lot more about this race and the political situation that is happening while Ragnarok and Fimbulwinter is taking place.
Hey, dwarves. Oh. They're running away.
Todo mundo correndo.
With the cast of characters within every realm is not that it's just enemies there to kill you. We want to feel believable and that there's a wide world out there, but we want to kind of plant these seeds within any cast of the realm that there's more outside of what you're playing, and we want the fans to feel like they can go back and really visit those areas and want to go explore.
If the geysers and
Uma coisa que eu achei interessante, porque querendo ou não,
wars because of Fimbulwinter.
galera, quando você chegava num reino, o que só tinha lá era o Brock e o Sindri, e às vezes muitos inimigos, né? Você não via, tipo, pessoas comuns ali dentro da ambientação. Então, era meio chato isso, né? Você não tinha ninguém com quem interagir e tal. Só que nem ali a gente já viu alguns personagens passando, então já deu alguma diferença, já dá uma cara nova no jogo, né?
Maybe the earthquakes are too.
Inclusive o pessoal tava fugindo deles. Então,
Going into Svartalheim, I'm really excited for players to experience all the new races that lived in that realm. How they play very different from anything we had before. There's wildlife, it's something that kind of...
olha os personagens pulando lá que da hora.
But we took a lot of effort to make the realm feel believable. So there's a lot in Svartalheim, a lot to explore.
Eles são realmente parecidos com largatos, né?
It is a gorgeous realm. After looking through some of the cinematics and playing some of the cinematics and playing through some of the puzzles, I'm so excited how water plays such a big feature in that realm, and that is so cool.
I'm most excited
Os
for
puzzles normais, né?
finally get to see how the dwarves live. Brock and Sindri were fan favorites in the last game, so I think that all the work that we've put into Svartalheim
O Tyr lá.
to make all the other dwarves shine just as bright as the brothers did.
The best part I have is turning on to YouTube and seeing all these callouts and all the attention to detail that the fans pick up on. That's one thing that we keep in mind when we're designing characters, to make sure we do right by the fans. And knowing that all the work we put in will be seen.
Olha isso, velho.
Appreciated. That's not always the case, but our fans just get every little nook and cranny on that.
Com
We love
certeza.
that, and we packed a lot of that in for this new cast, and we hope you guys get the same feeling with God of War Ragnarok.
Essa trilha sonora arrepia qualquer um, irmão. Maluco. Muito bom, velho. Muito bom. Ah, ansioso demais, velho. Ansioso demais. Falta tão poucos dias, velho. Tão poucos dias, galera. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Deixa o like aí, galera. Deixa o like, porque merece, na moral.